This is my second time recording this because my stupid alarm stopped the video recording. Bro, this is why I need a webcam, man. Stupid phone. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Innuendo. If you don't get it, we innuendo. But if you with it, when it's finished, in the end, you win. Dough, man. Let's go. Look, back at it like a bad habit, another video for you guys. Will Smith dropped a video. It's been a minute. Basically, kind of addressing some stuff that happened. It's been a few months since the legendary him slapping Chris Rock during the Oscars and his outbursts and so forth. And yeah, he has a lot to talk about, so we're going to just check it out and make a couple points and go from there. It's been a minute over the last few months. I've been doing a lot of thinking and personal work. Sometimes it takes you a minute. That's a lot of fair questions, and I wanted to take some time to answer. Sometimes it takes a minute to really think and come across like the right words to say. Will Smith is very intelligent, so especially when he's a public figure, when he does a lot of these videos and stuff, he likes to be able to relay the message clearly. So when he speaks, people can hear him, and it doesn't affect his public image in any way. He won't want to say anything that makes anybody look bad, and especially in these type of videos.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech?
And that's a lot of people was confused by that, because if you guys didn't know, first of all, the Oscars, not that long ago, Will Smith got mad at a G.I. Jane joke that Chris Rock said to Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, and it got a little out of hand. Jada Pinkett, she kind of gave a little side eye and was a little upset about it. Chris Rock was just throwing jokes, different people, whatever, for the most part. He got to Jada, she got upset. Will, I don't know if he saw that or if he just was upset in general, but he got up, slapped Chris Rock, which I feel like a slap is more, it's like embarrassing for another guy to slap them, but then to punch them. Slapping somebody, I think, is more of a disrespectful than punching somebody. Although punching somebody hurts more physically, a slap can hurt you like more emotionally and mentally, especially with Chris Rock doing what he did with his stuff. And Will Smith sits down and he sits there and says like, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth" and all that stuff. And Chris Rock's like, "No, it was just a joke." So and then Will Smith gets a stand. I'll try to make sure it's still recorded. Will Smith gets a standing ovation for the award. He doesn't get kicked out of the Oscar. Like it was crazy, because I mean, I'm glad he got his award, but it's like no one really did anything to stop him or defend Chris Rock in that moment. It was just like, I don't know, people just didn't know if it was like a stunt. Like I can understand that. Like no one knew if it was like staged or whatever, but it was very interesting how that just all played out.
I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you.
I'm glad he's apologizing in public, like not just a private matter, which, because the situation happened in public, everything doesn't always have to be public, but because the situation happened in public, I think it shows a lot to do that. But Chris Rock, I think he's kind of, I mean, after, like, if somebody does something to you, sometimes it takes a long time to heal and break that broken like friendship and like whatever the case is. And his brother defending Chris Rock, because that's his family, that's his brother and stuff. And I thought it was very interesting that a lot of people was defending Will Smith, like, yeah, he's defending his wife's honor and all that stuff, so it's okay for him to then slap a comedian because he made some jokes about his wife. And I'm like, that's what comedians do. They're going to joke about everybody in the audience. They're going to joke about you whether you're black, white, male, female, whatever you identify as. It doesn't matter. You could be in a wheelchair. They make fun of everybody, and everybody usually laughs and stuff. It's only a couple people who don't think it's okay to joke about this, that, and the third. And it's never been like that. It was always okay to joke about everybody at any extent because everybody was a target. Now in today's society, especially when people are being soft, you can't joke about stuff no more. And to the extent of not only Will Smith doing a slap because of a joke, but you have freaking Dave Chappelle got tackled on stage during one of his sets randomly. Like it's just madness, man. You don't really know. Like, I think that slap started a precedence for people to just think they can do what they want, either if they don't like the comedian, the jokes, or try to make themselves become famous in some kind of way. It's crazy. Like, this whole thing has just become a meme within itself, and people memeing off of that.
My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So
people were hoping from both sides.
I apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. We had a great relationship.
Breaking bonds.
Tony Rock was my man, and this is probably irreparable. I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened in that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults.
Okay, now I want to address that because I can understand in the heat of the moment, you getting angry. Like, we get upset so easily and stuff nowadays, and I can understand in that instant, like, you kind of snap or whatever. But at the same token, if you don't come to an understanding, like when you go to stuff and a comedian's telling jokes about people before they even get to you, that they might target you and say something, your hat looks funny or your beard is weird, like whatever the case is, then when they get to you and you get offended, it's like, I don't think that's, it's like insults. Like, I get the whole Jada Pinkett is bald situation. He doesn't like that. She has an insecurity about it, but she literally, that's what my thing is, like, she claimed, like, she's comfortable in her skin. She's comfortable with it. She doesn't care what people think about her bald head. She has accepted that that's a thing, and she's just going through that situation, but it wasn't supposed to be affecting her. But we gotta understand too, like, people will say one thing and then it'll be a whole different face in the other instance where somebody be like, oh, that doesn't bother me, I'm not fazed by that. And really, it could just be dealing with something a little bit more within. So I can understand that joke, and he probably know how it maybe affects his wife more than what people know. But I don't think that called for attacking another person. Like, defending your wife's honor or not, it's all jokes and stuff. I don't know. To me, I just, like, if someone made jokes about me, I don't think I should be upset. I should be out laughing too, or be like, okay, and yeah, I can keep it moving or whatever. I don't really think it should get that far.
After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like, I made a choice on my own, from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, babe. I'm gonna say sorry to my kids and my family.
And the thing is too, like, people think that he did that to defend her honor, and she kind of went back and said, like, she even said it herself, like, she doesn't. It was kind of like in a way where she didn't really approve of that behavior, which then made Will Smith look even worse. It was like he just kind of just did that for no reason, and the whole. I feel like recently, for the most part, Jada Pinkett Smith, all the stuff that she's been kind of like putting on to Will has been making him look bad overall. Like all the red table talks talking about like the sexual stuff and the entanglements that happened with Will Smith. Like, this is Will Smith, man. He can't even keep a girl under control to stay with him. Like, what hope do any of us have? The entanglements or whatever, and like with August Alsina, like, come on now. What is people's obsession with that guy? The entanglements that happen. It's just a lot of other embarrassing stuff that's been going on. Secretly still being in love with Tupac. I was like, okay, I get it. Tupac was like that guy for people, whatever. Okay, fine, but the obsession. It would have had, that wouldn't have been okay if it was Will Smith obsession over somebody who he used to like, who was up there high in the ranks. Would that make sense? Now I get it's Tupac. Okay, she got lucky and it was Tupac. Okay, fine, but as many years as it's passed, I don't think it's appropriate to still be fantasizing over somebody who's passed away. Like, it's a done deal now. You got Will Smith now. Will Smith is still a good person to be with. It's not even like she just ended up with a regular dude. But even if she did, she still shouldn't be treating Will Smith like this. He still has done a lot for himself, and he's done a lot more with less bad rap than Tupac. Like, as far as that, like, Tupac got he got the rap career. Will Smith did the rap career, movies, and a lot of different stuff, man. Like, he's been in a lot of different stuff, man. Will Smith is still moving on, pushing on and stuff, and you need to keep your eye focused on who you have and not who you lost. Sure, like, reminiscing on the good old days because you missed the person, but, like, don't do that in disrespect to your current person.
For the heat that I brought on all of us.
Trying to hurry up. I got to go to work after
all
this.
my fellow nominees. You know, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me. And it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment. I can still see Questlove's eyes. You know, it happened on Questlove's award, and you know, it's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient. What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down?
That's a good point. Let's see what he's going to say.
So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate when...
I don't like to use the word hate, but I can understand that whole disappointing people. I used to be in that kind of position too. Now, I mean, in some part of my heart and some part of my mind, that's never gonna go away, because it's like he said, trauma. I kind of was brought up onto that kind of trauma, like just dealing with stuff, family members and so forth, and felt like I had to do the right thing. I felt like I'm always not. I don't want to disappoint nobody. I don't want to seem like a failure or anything like that. That kind of stuff is very important, and I don't want to let people down either. But now, I had to create my own motivation and find peace within myself in order to keep moving forward. And I'm not worried about anybody else, because my end goal is to please myself and do the best that I can.
And I let people down. So it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me. And
in his eyes, I don't know if it's just me, but it just feels like at that moment he said that, it really seems like that's truthful. Like you can tell, at least for me, like okay, he really felt like he hurt people, and letting people down is something he really goes through.
The work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself, right? I'm human and I made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit. So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was shocking. But I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. And, you know, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
Okay. I didn't realize that was going to be the end of it. I wasn't paying attention to that. But yeah, so I think his apology to a degree was okay. A lot of people don't like the apology. I think he was trying to word his words in a certain way and relay them so it can come off in a certain direction where it can't really be used against him or make his public image look bad. But the apology itself, I think, could have came off a lot more stronger towards the apology towards Chris Rock. I think everything else that he apologized for was addressed a little bit more correctly, but the apology to Chris Rock, I don't think was addressed appropriately like it could have been. To me, that was just, it was very interesting. And I wanted to at least talk about that. So, yeah, that was Will Smith, an apology video and stuff like that, man. Very interesting to see that and stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends. I put new videos out every single week. We're on the road to 100 on this channel. Let's get it. Let's keep pushing. I think it's 7 subs right now, man. Commentary channel. Check out the main channel, Eli Innuendo. Gaming channel is Innuendo Gaming. Let's get it in, man. We out here pushing P. Let's go. I appreciate you guys. I love you. Stay blessed. No stress. Gotta take care of the rest. And I will see you guys in the next, man. Be safe and see you later. Peace out.